Update coming in, and this is coming in from our sources in the BJP in terms of what we can look forward to in the new government which is going to be formed, the shape of the NDA government. As per sources, none of the top four ministries will go to the allies. BJP is likely to keep the top four portfolios to them for themselves: defense, finance, external affairs, as well as the home ministry. There's going to be no place for allies in the cabinet committee as well in the CCS as well. Allies are demanding share as per strength in the house, and that they also want one minister for four of their MPs. They want one ministerial berth as well. The TDP, as we have been reporting, is eyeing for the speaker's post. BJP is not at the moment in the mood to give them that. The BJP may also give the deputy speaker position to an ally, and the deputy chair of Rajya Sabha is already with the JDU. So interesting updates coming in.
You know, what about that checklist that has been drawn up by the TDP and the JDU? I mean, you know, from what we're hearing right now is if none of the top four ministries are going to any of the allies and not even that position of the speaker.
That's right. In fact, we had also been reporting on the fact that the TDP was probably hopeful for an MOS finance post as well. Whether that is going to go their way, that remains to be seen. But the big update coming in is that the top four, as they are the big four, as they are known, the BJP will keep that for themselves. Let's not forget, Divya, that BJP is, of course, the single largest party which has emerged from this elections. 240
but this
seats
really
on its own.
means something, an if and but situation in the run-up to the swearing-in ceremony, given the fact that if the top four ministries, when we are talking about defense, finance, the Ministry of External Affairs and Home, that will be kept by the BJP.
Right. And as we have also been getting from our reporters there, that the TDP is looking to have the post of the Speaker of the House of Speaker of Lok Sabha. That is also something that the BJP is unlikely to relent on that demand at the moment as well. We, of course, have to wait and see. Nothing official, remember, Divya, has come out from either the TDP side or the JDU side in terms of the demands they have put forth from any of the allies for that matter. Of course, these are all our, the reports that we have, in fact, been picking up from our sources. But this is also source-based information coming out, and probably a fallout of the meeting which is taking place at BJP Chief JP Nadda's residence, where remember Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Prahlad Joshi, top BJP leaders are in a huddle over there for several hours now, and this is one of the updates that we can report as an outcome of that meeting as well, most likely, where there is at least some indication that is coming out in terms of the portfolio allocation and what BJP is ready to concede and what they are not going to relent to at the moment, Divya.
Right, Tanima, and at the same time, like you mentioned, there is a meeting that's on as far as Nitish Kumar is concerned at his residence. So, given the fact that, of course, that checklist and the demands, the promises, the positions that perhaps the JDU and the TDP want is perhaps not going to go by what, what we're hearing from our sources now is that the BJP keeping most of the plump positions for themselves.
That's right. And remember, very important for us to keep in mind and for the viewers as well is that Nitish Kumar is still in Delhi. Whether or not the BJP is going to soon send somebody to talk to him, we have not seen any BJP leader heading to Nitish Kumar's residence yet today, or whether Nitish Kumar is going to go ahead and meet any BJP leader or not. But somebody has to communicate. Of course, this is in terms of information which is going out from our sources at the moment. But Nitish Kumar is camping in the national capital. That is something, although we have heard from JDU as well as TDP, they have both pledged their allegiance to the BJP. But given the political track record of Nitish Kumar and the fact that he's still camping in the national capital, that is something that the BJP would keep a very, very watchful eye on. But even then, despite that, what we can report for our viewers is that at the moment, the BJP is not really willing to let go of the plump posts. But let's take a look at the same time as well, Divya, in terms of what have been some of the demands. If we just put up that graphics that we had, in fact, made for our viewers in terms of what was the wish list from the JDU as far as what they had, in fact, been demanding.
Yeah, from the TDP, I mean, that major demand that, we've been hearing of is, of course, that position of the speaker. speaker. We're also hearing of the demands, as far as the ministerial, as far as, cabinet position is what they're looking for. But, Tanima, we haven't really heard any sort of demand being made when it comes to these top 4 positions.
That's right. As we mentioned that this is just a breaking update which we are getting at the moment, that the BJP has decided that they are going to retain their top ministries. And as we very importantly mentioned, it's also important to highlight for our viewers what was on the wish list of the 2 kingmaker allies. If I can just quickly read it out in terms of what we have gathered from our reporters. In the JDU's wish list was the Railways Ministry, Agriculture Ministry, and also, of course, a special status for Bihar, which even KC Tyagi of the JDU has come out and commented on it repeatedly. TDP's wish list, if we look at, was the Speaker's post in Lok Sabha, special status for Andhra, and also 2 cabinet berths. So if we look at it specifically, Divya, as to what we are reporting as of now, the top 4 ministries was not in the demand list of the allies, the kingmaker allies at least. They were not asking or angling for any of these 4
Tanima, what we did here initially was that the TDP is likely to demand 5 key ministries. And like you did mention, which were these ministries that could have been included in that top 5, as far as the demand is concerned?
Right. And the Speaker's post there, which we are given to understand as far as the sources are telling us, that the BJP is not likely to give not likely to concede that at the moment. They would remember it's a very, very important post in the on the floor of the House. It gives a lot of leverage also to the party from which the Speaker belongs to. So the BJP is unlikely to give that position to an ally at the moment.
Is it, Tanima, basically going to be more state-based rather than central positioning when it comes to, these 2 allies, the big kingmakers when it comes to that coalition government? So we're talking about, the JDU, of course, the former railway minister. We're talking about Chandrababu Naidu, who was looking at that railway ministry. That's, of course, not featuring in the top 4, but also the agriculture ministry. That is something that we were hearing is going to be one of, the demands of the JDU, also that special package. So, when we take into account as far as the TDP is concerned, again, that same, a demand of a special status and the 2 cabinet berths and, of course, the Speaker's position, that is also a big if here.
That is right. This is, of course, let's remind our viewers, source-based information which is coming out at the moment. The BJP meeting at JP Nadda's residence is currently still on. Remember, they also, very importantly, we have to keep in mind that they will also have to accommodate some of their top leaders as well. And at least the top 4 portfolios are likely to go to a senior BJP leader. Let me go across to my colleague Maria Shakil for more on this. Maria, what are we picking up in terms of the portfolio allocations, key important updates coming out from that meeting held at JP Nadda's residence?
Yes, what the sources are indicating is that the BJP is dealing with its alliance partners from a position of strength. Remember, the party has 240 MPs in this NDA alliance, and hence it has and will get a bigger share in this power pie. What sources are indicating to us is that none of the 4 portfolios which form the CCS, which is the Cabinet Committee on Security Affairs, which includes the 4 Raisina Hills portfolios, Defence, Home, External Affairs and Finance, will be given to any of the alliance partners. For the moment, there is no clarity if the alliance partners have demanded it. What could go to the other alliance partners are non-infra ministries, because the BJP, remember, under Prime Minister Modi has unveiled a massive infrastructure plans. We have seen, the upgradation of highways and railways as well. So that entire push for the growth should not suffer is the sense, and hence the message that is coming in from the BJP is that they would prefer that the major ministries are with them. Now, coming to what the TDP has been demanding, remember their demand has been that they should be getting the Speaker's chair, because one of their MPs, Mr. GMC Balayogi, was the Speaker of the 12th and 13th Lok Sabha. What sources are indicating is that the BJP may settle for the Deputy Speaker's chair, just as in the Rajya Sabha, the Deputy Chairperson is from the JDU, who's an alliance partner. So this is what the negotiation looks like even as we speak. The meeting at Mr. Nadda's home is continuing. There will be several more rounds of meetings between the leaders who are present at Mr. Nadda's home, and they will be communicating also with Nitish Kumar, who is in Delhi, very much parked with his party leaders and close groups and close confidants. Similarly, Mr. Naidu is likely to come from Vijayawada to Delhi sometime later tonight. So a day of hectic movements, hectic meetings, but the BJP, which has 240 MPs, is speaking from the position of strength, is what clearly the indication that is coming in from the BJP sources so far.
Stay on, Maria. We are also reporting, Divya, on the fact that all 7 BJP MPs from Delhi have also been called for a meeting by the LG. That is another update which is coming through. But Maria, coming back to the update coming in from that key BJP meeting, especially about portfolio allocations, we are also given to understand is that there's a formula which the BJP is trying to work out, that for each MP from a party, from an ally party, they are likely to give them one ministry. Is that something which is being worked out as a match?
What is being discussed here is that whether the formula will be 4:1, which means essentially for every 4 MPs, there will be 1 cabinet berth. But that may not really happen, because even in Modi 1.0 or 2.0, when the BJP had 282 MPs, or in the last term of Prime Minister Modi, they had 303 MPs. That is a formula that may not really work. Remember, there are 4 cabinet ministers, almost 17 MOSs who have lost the elections this time around. So there are berths in the cabinet and also in the a ministry of with the states, Minister of State Affairs, in various cabinet ministries, where alliance partners can be accommodated. But what is becoming clear is that the CCS, the 4 key portfolios which form the Raisina Hill portfolios, who is likely to be with the BJP.
Right, Maria. Also, one of the biggest demands of the TDP is, from what we've been hearing so far, is of the position of the speaker, and that now seems to be a big if.
Yes, that's unlikely, because the speaker's chair is a very, very crucial chair in terms of deciding the strength of various political parties. The speaker's chair has always stayed with the ruling dispensation, with the treasury benches. So it's unlikely to be shared with any of the alliance partners. But again, as I've been saying, this is a developing story, a story where negotiations are being made from both the sides, bargaining done from both the sides. BJP realizes that they need the alliance partners. They want to send a message that the alliance partners are also happy when the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Modi happens. The alliance partners are also being accommodative. What we are being told repeatedly from sources is that they are looking at points of convergences, that they want to start this government on a conciliatory note, not on points of differences. Although from JDU, Mr. KC Tyagi has been sending lots of, coming out openly and talking about Agniveer scheme, how there is a need to have a relook on the Agniveer contentious policy of the government, or even talking about the special package. I seriously think that both Mr. Naidu and Nitish Kumar want to appeal to their respective constituents back home in Bihar and in Andhra Pradesh. So they would want to really ensure that there are some financial package which the states get. Nitish Kumar is going to face an important election in 1.5 years from now. Mr. Naidu also wants to send that message that he is able to put Andhra Pradesh back on fiscal map, do fiscal corrections, and they would be demanding that special status and special package, which has been a long pending demand of these 2 states.
Right, we're back in the coalition era, and that is being felt very clearly by the BJP there as well. But BJP is still sticking to the fact that since they are the single largest party, of course, the top portfolios are likely to be kept by the party itself.
Right.
Thanks so much, Maria, for joining us with that.
Torima, does this really spoil the apple cart in any way?
At the moment, of course, it's a tightrope, as we have been saying, that the BJP has been walking on, but they are clearly giving a certain impression, as Maria was saying, that they are playing from a position of strength, being the single largest party by far, and which is why, while they have in fact said right from the beginning that it's the NDA Sarkar this time around, but they would probably also try to give off a certain impression to their allies as well, that there is, of course, certain expectations which will be met, but then there are certain portfolios which are going to be off limits for the moment. And